Hi, my name is Grace. I am going to be participating in the Summer Splash read-a-thon hosted by Sally and a bunch of other really cool creators, and this is my TBR. So I am going to be double dipping some of the prompts. I haven't read as much this year as I had last year, and so I want to try and make it as easy on myself as possible. So I'm just gonna go through some of the books I'll be reading. The first one is A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. So this one covers a couple prompts. It covers Surf's Up, which is a book with a body of water on the cover. Sunny Days, which is yellow on the cover, so there's a body of water. Hot Girl Summer, which is a female author, and Spice It Up, which is an author of color. So I'm marking a couple off with this one. So I started this a long time ago and I read just a little bit. I know it kind of follows two different perspectives, one of a girl in Japan and one of a writer in the Pacific Northwest, and kind of how their lives are interconnected. So this has been on my shelf for quite a long time and I'm really looking forward to getting to read it. Okay, next is for the prompt Roots, which is a childhood favorite, and I will be reading The Tale of Despero by Kate DiCamillo. This was one of my favorite books as a kid. I think I first read it in the 3rd grade and I love it. It has such a special place in my heart and on my bookshelf. And I will also be using this one for the Sandcastle prompt, which is a book featuring royalty. I don't remember a lot about this book, but I know it's about a little mouse and a princess, and I mean, it's so cute, and I just remember it being really magical and really, really captivating me as a kid, so I'm excited to revisit it as an adult. The next is a book that I don't have yet, but I am excited I finally had an excuse to purchase it. It is The Little Prince by this author. That is for Heat Waves, a book that takes place in summer. I was kind of stuck on some of these, but I looked on the Storygraph group and was able to get some ideas, and apparently this book takes place in the summer. I will also be using this book for Share the Love, which is reading someone else's favorite book, because I know that The Little Prince is one of Allie's favorite books. Okay, next is Buddy Read. So a buddy read is basically, I'm just counting it as any book that I'm reading that somebody else is reading at the same time. And when I was looking on the read-a-thon's page on the Storygraph, I saw that somebody posted this book under this prompt, as well as a couple others. So I'm just gonna count that me and some stranger somewhere are reading this book at the same time. And that is Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. So this is gonna be not only for Buddy Read, it's also gonna be for Easy Breezy, which is reading a book under 200 pages, and Summer Vacation, which is a translated work. This would also count as Share the Love, because I think this is also one of Allie's favorite books. So this is a book about a woman that works in a convenience store and is basically just content with that. And it's really short. It's like 160 pages. So that'll help me get through this TBR list with a short one. And I'm really excited to read it. The next prompt is Pride, which is reading a book with a queer main character or author, and I will be reading The Master's Tools Will Never Dismantle the Master's House by Audre Lorde. I have been wanting to get into Audre Lorde and learn from her works and her words, and so this is an exciting opportunity to do that. So I don't know a lot about it. I know it's like feminist, womanist essays, and I'm just really excited to learn. Next, another book that is new to me, and this is at the recommendation of Sally. For Branch Out, which is a genre you don't normally read, I will be reading They Can't Kill Us Until They Kill Us, which is a collection of essays, essays are like my least read category on the Storygraph. I don't really know what it's about, but the title is sick. And Sally said that it was an incredible read, so I'm just taking her word for it, and it's on its way to me now. Okay, next is Hot Girl Summer, which is reading a book by a female author, and I would be remiss if in the middle of summer I didn't read at least one romance, so I'm gonna read one that has been calling my name for a while, and that is The Viscount Who Loved Me by Julia Quinn. This is from the Bridgerton series, and this follows Anthony and Kate's story, so I think that might be a good palette cleanse. After some of these, I know that A Tale for the Time Being, from what I remember, is a little heavy, And so this might be something to lighten up my reading a little bit. Next is Spice It Up, and that is to read a book by an author of color. So I'm gonna read another Ruth Ozeki book, her newest one, The Book of Form and Emptiness. This just won the Women's Prize for Fiction. So I'm really, really keen to read it because I have read the last two Women's Prize winners, Piranesi and then Hamnet, and they both are amazing. So I have no reason not to think that this winner will also be fantastic. I don't know a lot about it. I know it's about a boy and it's about books, and I think mental illness is discussed and grief, all my favorite things. And so I'm really excited to read this one. Just got it from the bookstore. This also, of course, would cover like Hot Girl Summer and Spice It Up. So yeah. And that's it. Those are all the books I plan on reading in July. It's 8 books total. 8 books will be the most that I've read in a month, but I think I can do it. Some of these are shorter. I think I have good variety. I do have some backups because I really am like a big mood reader. So I think I have some backups or some alternates in case the mood doesn't really strike me. But that's my plan. So if you are participating in the Summer Splash Read-a-thon, please let me know what's on your TBR. If you're reading any of the books, wow, what's wrong with me? Please let me know if any of these books are appearing on your Summer Splash TBR as well, because then we can talk about them and we can buddy read them together. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for a new month. I'm ready to wrap up June and start fresh. And I'm excited to see what everyone's reading. So thanks for watching. See you next time.